Now, some breaking news coming out. We've discovered something that makes the lack of security and the security lapses at the Donald Trump event in Butler, Pennsylvania, all the more glaring and literally impossible to understand. David Spunt, our Justice Department correspondent, has got the latest information. David?
Well, John, it's incredibly puzzling. We are learning right now through two federal law enforcement sources that in recent weeks there was a credible threat to former President Donald Trump from the Iranian regime. Now, I want to be clear that this is unrelated at this point to the alleged shooter, Thomas Crooks, the 20-year-old in Pennsylvania who attempted to assassinate the former president on Saturday night. But we are told via two sources that DHS and Secret Service and others in the law enforcement and intelligence community recently, through a human source, through one very good human source, got some intel on an attempted plot to assassinate former President Trump, increased his Secret Service presence. That's why you say it's all the more glaring and all the more puzzling in recent weeks. And, John, we also know that DHS has been concerned and has expressed that concern to former President Trump's team about holding outdoor rallies. He likes to hold outdoor rallies, events, sometimes pop-up events. He'll meet with people. He's out and about very frequently. And that's been something. And when I say DHS because DHS oversees the United States Secret Service. We know that, when he was president, that he received a lot of threats from Iran because of the assassination of the General Qasem Soleimani in January of 2020. And that's really continued since he's left office. But this is a particular credible threat, according to two sources we spoke to today, within the last 45 minutes or so, that say something made them want to increase the Secret Service presence to the former president because of this threat. And again, John, and it seems like, yes, it's all coming together at one time, but at this point, it does not seem to be related at all to Thomas Crooks. But it does pose the question, if security was increased to former President Trump because of this alleged plot out of Iran, how did this happen on Saturday in Butler, Pennsylvania, John?
Yeah, even though, as you point out, there's no connection established to the Crooks at this point, why would you leave the roof uncovered if you knew that you had concerns for the president's security? It's mind-boggling, the lapse in security here and the failure.
Why did they do that? Well, let's think. Here's how you kill a president. Put DEI agents on his defense. Tell the police, the local police, to not do something, and at the same time, you keep agents away from doing that something, like handle that whole building, where they had a team inside the building, but they didn't look up on top. Amateur hour? So somebody wants President Trump dead, and they're still guarding President Trump, which means Alex might be pretty right. Alex Jones. There's probably going to be another attempt on this man's life until he gets private security and stops using the Secret Service, and until we root out all the DEI and the Marxists. Just a thought.